Hey everyone, welcome back to 4J Music. I have a little bit different of a video for you today. I'm not going to be focusing on one instrument. I actually want to talk to you a little bit about some ensemble concepts. And one of the things that I've found in my experience when I'm dealing with young musicians, especially musicians that are not playing a scripted part, is that they don't know how to play. They don't know how to complement whether it's rhythm or maybe even filling out the chords, and playing in the style of whatever song is being performed or played at the time. And so I noticed that particularly in churches, if you have some ensemble maybe just issues with it gelling, look at what each individual player is doing, and then maybe give them some feedback. Hey, you want to follow the rhythm of this instrument or mimic this or that, right? So there could be a little bit more continuity within the ensemble. And I want to give you an example of that because in this particular song, we're going to be talking about Better Word by Leeland. And it pretty much tells you, if you listen to the song, you listen to the rhythm of what the drums are doing, is something that can be mimicked, from the drums to the keyboard to the bass, okay? A lot of people will probably just play that chorus with straight Something I would advise you to do is listen to the drum pattern, and there's actually a 1, 2, 3 to 4 ostinato pattern that happens in the drum. And when you listen to the Leeland recording of that, one of the simplest ways of making that line happen and be able to mirror the rhythm of the drums is just to go ahead and play, obviously the root of the chord in the left hand, and we're going to be in E, so that'll be E, C sharp, A and B. But in the right hand, just go ahead and play a fourth, okay? Start with a B, a low B, and then an E on the top, okay? Whenever you actually have that rhythm, ostinato rhythm, drop down to the D sharp. So you're gonna go. You're going to do that the same thing for the C sharp chord. It might work for the A chord as well, but it might be better if you substitute the 7th of the A chord, which will be the G sharp. You can do this. So you can go ahead and fill out the rest of the song there on the B chord. Just play it, with the little hit that it has. The other thing I want to remind you is when you're playing this interval of a second, E to D sharp, you want to make sure we remember what I talked about in one of my first videos about not overusing the sustain pedal. If you keep the pedal down the whole time, then you're going to have that overlap there. So make sure you're being careful about how you pedal. This is what that may sound like. Got to play drums at church recently, and we played that song, so this is what it sounded like. Unfortunately, I don't have the click track and everything in there, but I'll let you hear the raw drum track, and then I'll go ahead and play the piano part over that so you can see how it fits, okay? I hope that makes sense. And again, if you give your musicians something to do, and you tell them what to do, then you're going to be more likely to be able to be intentional about making it all fit together, right? Having the puzzle piece fit together. We have our delegated responsibilities within the ensemble, and that's what you want. You want them to not be confused about what chord to play here, what rhythm to play there, and it's just not a random hot mess. Somebody's playing more of a jazz style over here or a rock style over there. So you want it to be intentional, okay? And I encourage you to use that with your young musicians. And there's other songs that, I mean, the idea that needs to be running from top to bottom, from left to right, is just screaming out somewhere within the rhythm of the ensemble. So find that. And this is just one example there on Better Word. I hope that it's something that you guys are able to implement in your music. I know that whenever we play the song, you know, I rarely play drums, but whenever we play the song at church, our drummer plays it, you know, true to form like that with that 3/10 thing as well. And she does a great job, and I just, you know, fill it in with the same, you know, ostinato pattern, and it just sounds like we worked it out, right? We hardly ever even talked about it, but it just happens naturally because we're listening and we're kind of feeding off of what we're doing together. So anyway, hope this helps you guys, and be blessed. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. All right, thanks. Bye bye.